What up, anime fans? I'm back with another video reviewing Persona 3 the movies, number one, Spring Bath. Yep, finally got around to watching it. And I don't know how to feel, okay? I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not great. It's, it's hard to explain. I don't know, I just feeling. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Sorry. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's lost on me because, well, I'm not played Persona 3. Time was how at the time was calling. I only was they played Persona 5 and not the second Palace. And there's rumors going around, and there's supposed rumors going around that along with Persona 6, Persona 3 remakes in development, which will be releasing maybe sometime this year as a multi-platform game. I don't mind. It's just basically hard to explain. I can't remember much of the characters' names, so I had to write them down. The characters appear in the movie, that is. I might be bad as when I might get more detail if I actually played Persona 3. And I hope this detail is not going to be lost on me when I watch the other films and Persona 5 for the animation. So I can watch another review today. So let's get into it. So the film opens up with someone committing suicide by jumping in front of a moving train. After we cut to a title sequence showing us all the characters in the film. All main characters. As we cut to our protagonist, who is like his game counterpart, and more of a reserved character who doesn't speak much. Now, this film was animated by AIC Asta, who also animated Persona 4 the animation prior to it. But some reason were replaced by the time movies 2 and 3 came out. Now being animated by A1 Pictures. I don't get it. Anyway, so I'm just walking by some weird atmosphere changes to see comics, but the protagonist is in black bat an eye. As he enters the dorm, he meets a young boy in prison clothes. By the way, he and the protagonist played by the same actor. All the cast from the game returning. The 2007 game actually had, not 2006 game had voice acting. No, this film was set in 2009. Starts in April. So, and when he tells his name, it reveals his name. Makoto Yuki. Then he runs into a girl who is revealed to be Yukari Takeba. She's honestly on edge, but she's told to calm down by her senpai, Mitsui Kirijo, student council president. Makoto will be staying at this dorm for a while, since the boys' dorm are not available. There's not much. Uh, Mitsui introduces Yukari to Nagase and kind of introduces himself. She takes him to his room. At the room, she was trying to ask something, but decides not to. Um, so then And then we cut to the next day, where actually no, we cut to the Velvet Room, which I think changes depends on the person that's in the Velvet Room, protagonists. And I looked up Ego's voice actor, right? He sounded different in this movie than P5, and I was playing P5 in Japanese. And his voice sounded totally different. He had more of a lighter voice in this movie, but in P5 game, he had more of a deeper voice. I looked it up, he is played by the same actor in the Japanese version. Surprised. I prefer his P5 voice better. But just that deep voice he has. That really suits him. Anyway, next day, Yukari shows Makoto around the school. And class is started. Mizuno school student Junpei Yori, who's new Yukari since class. Alright, Makoto keeps repeating, saying, personal space every time Junpei is close to him. Anyway, Mitsui shows up, asking to see Yukari. They're talking about protagonist Makoto. About how he saw a memory loss. His parents died in an accident in the city 10 years ago. They don't elaborate on the accident. We don't know much about it. Most of it will be saved up for other stories in the films. House. So, yeah. So he might have potential. But now he's just an ordinary student. Oh yeah, Eagle was talking to a protagonist about how he will awaken soon or something. Walking around, a protagonist, Makoto, runs into a girl being picked on. Her name is Fuka Yamagishi. He helps her without saying a word. She thanks him, but he leaves. That night, he's asleep in bed. As he's being monitored by the other characters. And a quick happened. And they find another one of the students who comes in. And Akihiko Sanada comes in with holding his arm like he's been injured. It's danger. Drop dangers out there. Mitsui tells Yukari to take Makoto out of here. She reluctantly obliges. Makoto doesn't really seem to care about whether he lives or dies. Even when he mentions the full moon. That becomes a plot point a little bit later. When glass shatters, Yukari's leg gets cut a bit. Which didn't have to carry on. Maybe move, but a monster shows up. So Yukari pulls out a type of gun. It's not a real gun though. She points it towards her head. She's reluctant though, and gets hit. They were about to interfere, but sorry not to have seen that. But Tangus feels him in. And sincere urge and despise and just says persona. Summon his persona. Orpheus. With its power, it even changes. The only time it has that bomb in the movie, by the way. And the beast it. But Makoto passes out. Days pass, and Yubani awakes. Yukuri is worried. She was that the accident that caused Makoto's parents to be killed 10 years ago killed her father as well. They don't elaborate on this incident that happened. Anyway, he probably has a lot of questions, but it probably filled in by the time when he gets back to the dorms. After a few days later, on Saturday he recovers from his injuries. He recovers, and well, explains what's going on. They're part of a special. They're technically a club. On the outside, they're a school club, but on the inside, they research activities on the darkest hour, and the creatures within them are shadows. Shadows responsible for a lot of deaths been happening lately, or suicides, especially early on, where someone died was turned into black goo. Actually, the coffins you he reals anyway. Not that reals he was able to see this world for quite a while. Anyway, those coffins actually were people in them, showing us in their sleep. They still us they're sleeping. And well, um, uh, anyway, basically he don't know the persona, and well, Ego also when he was knocked out by Ego folding what persona is. So they asked him if he join them to really use him. He agrees, saying understood. Well, just like that. Yuko is a low up to the right. Next day, Makoto's at the arcade with two other students, a kid with brown hair and Junpei. They say he was trying to because Junpei said he was playing. And well, after that, we come back to the Jones. It's revealed that Junpei is also now a Persona user. Is able to now become a Persona user. After, and after the Greens, it's on their first mission on a railway train, but they end up getting trapped in a railway car in the darkest hour. No, wait, that's second. So that they could use their first missions using their personas and managed to win. Junpei's a little jealous of Makoto, able to beat him. Right after that, our protagonist Countess visit the hospital to check up on Akihiko. And he was talking to someone named Shinjiro Aragaki, who, by the way, is supposed to be this actor that played Noah Zoro in One Piece. Yeah, the film's only in Japanese, by the way, sadly. The DVD only has a Japanese option. Anyway, this movie's rated 12. Well, the others are rated 15. Because it's more mature. Oh, okay. I don't see any quality changes. So, but yeah, um, Makoto, they've been doing some missions. Hey, I can't remember much, but Makoto, Makoto just after his Makoto just leaves. On a train, Junpei and Yukari are talking about him. You know what's his deal? Anyway, he runs into that girl Fuka again, being picked on. You know, she's trying to warn the girl, the girl with tan skin, who's obviously a Garo, I think. About she doesn't want about the dangers, what's going on. Well, she doesn't listen to these. Makoto helps her again, and she treats her to some food because she's hungry. Talking. And she just says she just wants to help her. Because she considers her a friend. After that, they get assigned to the second mission. Is through a motorcycle. I was able to go through the dark world, or whatever. Makoto's put in charge. When they end up trapped on a train, and that basically gets personas, and he starts to others help him, and he gains a new persona, like in the games. I'm skipping most of this, okay? And after coming to school next day, they find out three girls will be taken to the hospital, found unconscious in front of the school. I'm not sure what's going on. Good. No, she does open a hospital visit, I think. No. So yeah, they decide to go investigate the ghost swimmers. Mark was dragged along. And after taking care of some pugs, they run into Shinjiro. Basically, he tells him about some things he's heard, and tells him to scram after that. After that, Makoto. It's not like Fuka is a persona user. It's able to she has potential to be one, so they asked to recruit her. They go looking for her, but they find out she has been in school for a few days. Suddenly goes sick. Even they do some things. So the tango who goes with that word is her. And some type of connection. And she reveals to us what's going on. Basically, they locked her in the school gymnasium. They said they go back after the school. They said they go back for her in case she tries to commit suicide, but they never showed up. And the girl was also worried too that she was just there. That she may have told her, but she actually does care. Yes, you know. They suspect that she's somehow in the darkest hour. Kind of. They may have a chance to save her. Mission. Yukoi gets annoyed at Makoto's attitude. As in, he's not going. If he doesn't care about her, he shouldn't just come. Which he says understood. And he signed a mission to look after the tango. So why she was angry at him? Because she's afraid that if he keeps doing this, he may get himself killed. Like he's just following orders. He's not. He doesn't want to do this, or does want to. He's just following orders. And as they later pair, Makoto talks to the girl, and she's insults her a bit. Makoto tells her what she told him. Makes her be listening. You know, they managed it. You know, Akihiro and Junpei managed to get inside. And Baibuga, she's able to somehow sense those shadows, showing her what kind of ability she has. They came out, discovered that um, Yukari and Mitsuri are detect and badly hurt against these shadows. They try fighting them too, but no match for them. So after realizing about the full moon, the boy tells Makoto is he gonna go after them since they're teammates and stuff. He's not. Anyway, Fuka's able to unlock Hyper Solar, which is the Rancid type. And Makoto also comes in the fight when he's not good. But thanks to Makoto's bravery and Fuka's senses that allow them to do it. Working together, they all managed to take him down. Meanwhile, a girl that Makoto was protecting ended up in the darkest night anyway, just because she wanted to apologize. Okay. You know she doesn't remember it. Next day at school, they kind of become true friends. Since she'll be moving to dorms too. Makoto cracks a smile. Walks away. Kito's starting to grow. I like that idea actually, having to be more reserved at the start. As of course in the 4 films, he shows his character growth to the end. Again, not familiar with the Persona 3 game, I've never played it myself. Film ends, but we have a post-credit scene with Makoto befriending the boy in prison uniform, and a mysterious person with blonde hair shows up in the film. So I didn't go much detail, but it's best I could go. I might have a best. If I ever rewatch the films after playing Persona 3 someday, I may have a different perspective of them. I'll give it a review on the future. What do you think of that? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. We have to be all videos that comes in the future. See you guys next time for the free anime I got to review tonight. Kill Phoenix out.